I thought you were going to go into how would one design a book cover? And I would say, don't do that. Don't even try. No, find a book cover designer. Best place I think to source and make relationships with creative professionals is LinkedIn, because there are so many other people on LinkedIn who have done what you're attempting to do. No matter what the creative asset is, they've likely worked with a creative that they can refer you to, or they know someone who has. So I think reaching out to your professional network and asking really specifically for what you're looking for. And when I say specific, I mean it. I've had authors run into trouble where they say, I'm looking for a book cover and I want it to be, a horse riding into a sunset. And people come, oh, I've got, 3 different designers who could do this. And then the author's really confused that they're like, wait, why isn't this like an illustrated painting of a horse riding? Or why isn't this a photograph? And it's like, okay, you need to be specific with what you're looking for. Do you need an illustrator? Do you need a photographer? Do you want what is most book covers, which is, image and graphical design? So get clear on what you're looking for first, and then reach out to your network. Once you've met a designer that you like, that you seem to work well with, you like their portfolio, it's really a matter of just telling them your ideas. It's explaining, first of all, what your book is, who it's meant to reach. That's a big one. Who it's meant to reach. It's not necessarily meant to reach you. And a lot of authors are like, well, that cover wouldn't speak to me. And I tell them, well, it is important that you love your cover, but it's not meant maybe to speak to you. It's meant to speak to all of the readers who are going to be impacted by and ultimately, hopefully, buy your book, right? So you tell them your ideas and they'll start collaborating with you. This is if you're DIYing, right? They'll start collaborating. And I think that works. I've never done a DIY book cover design because I've had the benefit of working in a company with amazing world-class book cover designers. But I would think that it would be a lot of back and forth collaboration. At Scribe, it does look like a lot of back and forth collaboration, but we're much more specific and careful, and we take more time on the front end with developing your ideas. And we do a process called essentially cover design. You'll get a form called cover design intake, and it asks like really, really simple questions so that you're not starting from having to speak designer right away. It asks you really, really simple questions. What are some colors you like and don't like? What are some ideas that you might have? We show you examples of these are all the major categories of cover design. These are all the best sellers in those categories. Point out the ones you like and don't like. See if you can put words to why you like and don't like those. So we start super, super simple because so often the biggest difficulty in working in any kind of creative collaboration where you really are out of your element, which I think most people are with something like design, is simply talking to the designer, speaking the same language. So we start super simple and we build up from there.